If I had to start today from scratch, no money, no connections, these are the exact 3 side hustles I jumped into. And no, they're not gonna be something like selling surveys or filling them out or even selling stuff to your friends. These are real, scalable hustles you can start today, even if you're fully broke. Oh, and I got a free cheat sheet at the end to make it even easier for you. Hi, my name is Vic. And after testing countless of side hustles over the last few years, some of them were brilliant, but others a total waste. I've narrowed it down to 3 that give you the fastest path to income. They also help you with skill building and long-term growth. But let me be clear, this video isn't just a list. I'll break down the pros, the cons, the real world examples, and give you a free downloadable SOP to take action right after you watch this video right here. So let's jump into it. Side hustle number 1. You're probably gonna be thinking, oh, I've heard this so many times. It's gonna be freelance AI powered services. You're thinking, what are you talking about? And these are not outdated, buried kind of Fiverr gigs. I'm actually talking about selling real services with AI as your assistant. If you watch some of my other videos, you know I love AI. I talk a lot about AI, and in the future videos, I'll also teach you how to do AI automation. Let me give you a few examples of freelance AI powered services. Think of it as blog writing with, for example, Claude 3.7 and SEO tools such as Yoast SEO or Neuron Writer. Or maybe you're more in the lines of like product mockups. ChatGPT released a super strong, insane feature recently, and you can combine that with Canva. Or think of it like personal branding, LinkedIn posts with Claude 3.7 or ChatGPT or even Jasper. Now, I'm gonna be very, very transparent with you. Some of these have pros and cons that I cannot go without mentioning. So what are the pros of freelance AI powered services? The pros are low startup cost, it's just your time and the tools. You can charge premium rates when you bundle them right, and it builds your digital skills, which are literally future-proof. I kid you not, they're future-proof. And now, what about the cons, Vic? Well, competitive market. It's niching down and it's quite competitive, and there are a lot of people out there that try to do the same thing. So figuring out a niche where you can fully fit in, absolutely gonna blast it for you. Second, clients can be demanding even if you overpromise. So make sure to tone those expectations down. Make sure you give them a realistic thing that is going to happen in a realistic set of expectations. This way, you're kind of saving yourself a lot of stress and time. And third, you must learn just enough about each of the tools to actually stand out. You cannot go in there fully like a rookie or without even testing anything. You need to play around with them, right? You need to actually know what you're doing before you can get started. And I want to tell you about a real story about one of my friends. Let's call her Sarah for this example. She started with no clients, right? And in just over 3 months, I remember how stoked she was. She built a client base charging $250 per blog post. And that's quite a high premium, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Why? Because she understood one thing. Businesses don't really care what you use or how you build them, as long as you give them the results. Businesses care about results. Hustle number 2. Productized services. So you're probably thinking again, like, what the hell are you even talking about? This one is probably the most scalable side hustle that I can give you. It's similar to freelancing, but it's kind of like on your terms. You package one offer, one outcome, and sell it as a product. I'm going to give you some examples because I know it sounds a little bit vague and kind of like uncertain about what I'm talking about. Think of it this way. You find a business and they have a social media account. Let's imagine it's an Instagram account. And you tell them, hey, I can do like an Instagram makeover for you with 3 days turnaround. You just productivized a service. Or think about like another thing. Let's say you figure out, hey, there's this coach, but he's struggling to get, people in. Email sequence setup. So it is a service, but you productivize it. You won't go to them and you say, I'm gonna build you the perfect email sequence. All you need to do is just click go, and that's it. Or think of something that you can help with project management. For example, you find a solopreneur or someone that's trying to open up their business. Hey, what if I build you a Notion workspace? Sounds pretty good, right? Again, with anything, this comes with pros and cons, and I want to be very transparent with you guys. So let me list 3 pros and 3 cons. Let's start with the pros. It's predictable workload and deliverables. You know exactly what you're going to be delivering because it's so straightforward, right? You make the products from the services and you know exactly how long it's going to take you, what you're going to do, and what you need to get done. It's actually super easy to automate and or delegate down the line. Let's imagine you scale, and this is what I mentioned when I said this is probably the most scalable one of all of the side hustles we're going to talk about. Imagine you scale. It's so easy to delegate this to, for example, your ops team, right? Or an automation tool like N8N. And the third pro is it's super high perceived value when productivized. A lot of people don't see this or don't understand services and how they work. But when you productivize a service, the value skyrockets. Of course, there are cons, and I'm going to be transparent with them again. It really requires strong positioning on the market. You really need to know how to sell yourself. You really need to know how to talk about it. You really need to know how to dig deep into making this a real necessity for the people. There are upfront time, creation, and like effort that go into it to set up all the systems, all the templates, and everything that you want to kind of create down the line. So it does take upfront effort and upfront time, but that's not that bad, right? And the third con, sales can very easily dip without consistent outreach. So if you start putting effort into going out there and finding your market and finding your customers and everyone that wants to use you, sales can go down the drain. I want to give you a story about this one as well. I really wanted to make them as real as possible for you guys so that you can kind of feel where the story is coming from. But at the same time, I need to kind of protect some of my friends and their names. Let's call this guy Jason. Jason actually turned his Canva design hobby, and he loved Canva, by the way, he was obsessed with it, into a $2,000 per month service offering. And he basically labeled it as brand refresh kits. He would send out a questionnaire form of around 5 to 6 questions. I don't remember. He delivered it within 48 hours, and every client knew exactly what they were getting. And this is what I want you to think about when you're thinking about side hustles. And let's get to side hustle number 3, digital content resale. I know all of these have sounded quite vague or quite weird at first, but let me break it down for you. Side hustle number 3 is all about reselling content out there. It isn't about drop shipping. It's about digital flipping. You buy or license something like white label content, you tweak it, and you resell it on places like Gumroad, Etsy, etc. You can even open up your own shop. Listen, I'm not going to limit you to it. And you're probably thinking, Vic, I really need those tangible examples, man. I really need to see what you're thinking. All right, let me give you some examples. Think of it this way. How popular are planners nowadays, or journals, or positive affirmation books? You can just use that and make printable ones with a little bit of a different offer or a little bit of a different twist. You know, you customize it to yourself. Or, you know how I just mentioned Jason with his Canva design? Think of Canva templates for coaches, creators, whoever. Think of it like creating a template for YouTube Shorts on Canva. Boom. You just monetized it. You've just created a side hustle. Or something like private label rights using ebooks that are turned into lead magnets. There are many, many options out there, and I would be very willing to give you a couple of more examples if you just drop a comment on this video. Let me get into the pros and cons of this one. The pros, passive income potential. Pretty good one as well. You do it once, it can keep on reselling. One-time creation, but in unlimited sales. Super, super strong. You don't need to keep investing time. You can tweak it. You can add more offering, of course, but it's just one time. And it's a super good entry for digital businesses. But there are cons as well. The cons is it takes time to qualify private label rights to create standout designs. There are platform rule changes that happen all the time, for example, on Etsy and Gumroad, and the market needs a lot of traction, a lot of it. All right. I promised you a freebie by the end of this video, and here it is. I put together a downloadable side hustle starter kit complete with SOPs, tools, and step-by-step instructions for all 3 of these hustles. Just hit the link in the description below and it's all yours. There's no email wall, there's no catch, there's no call, there's no nothing. If this helped you at all, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments which side hustle you're thinking about trying first. And hey, I'm thinking about actually going deep dive into each of these. If you want that, just let me know. I'll see what I can do. Don't forget to subscribe for more high value content. No fluff, just level up your income and life. See you in the next one. Bye.